The Overturn of Roe v. Wade by Klaire Dodson. So first we're going to start off with the history of Roe v. Wade, which I'm sure everyone is very aware of the history. But we're going to go over it anyway. So it starts in 1969, in this case specifically, when Norma McCorvey wanted to get an abortion in the state of Texas, but it was only legal for the purpose of saving the pregnant person's life. In 1970, attorneys on behalf of Norma decided to file a lawsuit against Dallas County's District Attorney Henry Wade. In 1979, it was ruled that the state of Texas abortion ban was illegal and violated the constitutional right to privacy. And in 2022, Roe v. Wade is overturned, and the Supreme Court stated that it is not in violation of any constitutional rights. Therefore, since then, in the state of Texas, abortions have been halted. Did you know? Did you know that getting abortion in the state where it is not legal is a felon? Once someone is a convicted felon, you lose the right to vote. The overturn of Roe v. Wade goes beyond abortion. It goes to show how many more rights are lost in this besides the one right to get an abortion. Power and control over a woman and what she can do politically and physically with her own body. The idea that if a woman were to get an abortion and she gets caught having an abortion in an illegal state, and that she becomes a felon and loses the right to vote, just goes to show what they really want to do here. They don't want women to have the right to vote. Unsafe abortions. Banning abortions does not stop abortions from happening. It creates space for unsafe ones to happen. Just because a state is going to ban an abortion, it doesn't mean that any of the women there are going to listen to this. Personally, I would not. Creating spaces for unsafe abortions puts women's lives at risk. Their life and the fetus inside of them that they are choosing to not want. Personal or political? Now, this is really interesting to me, especially because of this week's readings. And I know I talked about it in my discussion about how, these politicians and lawmakers are always trying to make, obviously they're trying to make things political. Anything that is done and anything that anyone is fighting for has to be made political for any change to be made, which is really ridiculous, because the fact that they're trying to make a woman's personal decision on whether they want to keep a child or not, and whether you want to carry a child for 9 months and give birth, go through the horrible feeling of childbirth. Not even saying that it's horrible, because some people might enjoy it and love it, but I'm just here to defend those who are wanting to get an abortion. And let me go through my discussion. I think it's down here. Yeah, so basically I said that everything in today's world is revolved around politics, no matter what the problem is. And obviously, as I have discussed in previous discussions, a woman's decision about her own body should not be made political, and yet it is, and all the politicians believe they have the right to make decisions about a woman's body. And this should really have nothing to do with politics and should not even be made a law in the first place, because this decision is a very personal and private one, and it should not be up to someone in office to decide, especially a 70-year-old white man. Like, no, what? He doesn't even know what it's like to give birth, or to have a period, or to go through an abortion. Who is he to make these decisions? Thank you.